In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the brakes on your Mitsubishi Outlander. These will be located behind the rear wheel. Let's get started. Using a 21mm socket, remove all 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Using a 14mm socket, we're going to remove the 2 caliper bolts. Remove the bolts. We're going to install a collection bottle and remove our bleeder cap. I'm going to use an 8mm wrench and get on my bleeder screw, and I'm going to install my bottle over that. We're going to crack that bleeder screw free. Now, using a caliper pushback tool, we're going to screw our caliper back in. You should see the old fluid from the caliper going through your hose into our bottle. Continue until you fully push that caliper back. There we go, we have our caliper pushed all the way back. Now we're going to close that bleeder screw, give it a nice snug, remove our bottle, use a rag and clean up any mess you made. We're going to remove our wrench, install our bleeder cap. While we're here, we're going to put a bit of silicone paste on our caliper face where it'll contact the pad. We'll also do it on the 2 fingers on the outside. Just a light skim coat. And we're going to pull that caliper back and out of the way. Using a 14mm socket, remove the 2 caliper bracket bolts. Remove the 2 bolts and remove the bracket. I'm going to install a lug nut for just a few threads. I'm going to use a hammer and we're going to release this rotor from the hub. Remove the lug nut and remove the rotor. Using a wire brush, we're going to clean our hub. We're going to apply a bit of Never-Seez. Install the rotor onto the vehicle. To hold the rotor on for us, we're just going to install a lug nut. Remove the pads out of the bracket. Using a flat blade screwdriver, I'm going to pop the tins out. Do the same thing on the other side. Using a wire brush, clean where the tins sat. Do the same thing on the other side. We're going to use some silicone paste and lightly skim coat where our tins are going to sit. Do this on both sides. Install the tins. Push them down, be sure they're fully seated. Remove the slide pins, pull them straight out. Take note of where these came off. One will have a rubber boot, the other will not. Clean off the old grease. We're going to skim coat new onto the pin. At this point, give your boots a check. Make sure there's no rips or tears. If there is, now would be a good time to replace them. If your pin has any corrosion or rust on it, go ahead and clean that till it's nice and shiny before installing new lube onto it. And then install the pin back into the bracket, move it around, make sure it moves freely. Repeat the same process on the other pin. Install the pads into the bracket. On the inside pad, we're going to have a squealer, and that's going to go on the bottom. Get the pads installed into the bracket, and then we're ready to go onto the car. Install the bracket over the rotor. Get the 2 bolts started. Snug the bolts down. Torque the caliper bracket bolts to 48 foot-pounds. Install the caliper. Snug the bolts down. Torque the caliper bolts to 28 foot-pounds. Install the bleeder screw boot. Remove the lug nut, holding on the rotor. Install the wheel. Get all the lug nuts started. Snug the nuts down. Torque the wheels in a star pattern to 80 foot-pounds. Top off your master cylinder as needed, and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.